7 NBA Finals. We have moved east. Game 3, the Los Angeles Lakers, who are up in this series, 2 victories to none, come here trying to close out the Boston Celtics. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm Brent Musburger. Mystique of the parquet and leprechauns aside, the Lakers have been awesome so far. They win by 13, they win by 19. No one knows more about what the Boston Garden means than Red Auerbach. Yet no one is more mindful of how well the Lakers have played. And I asked the Celtic president what he thought the biggest difference in this series had been.
Well, naturally, the biggest difference is not only the speed that they've shown, because we don't have the mobility at this point, but also they have hit exceptionally well. I mean, when Michael Cooper hits 6 3-pointers and Magic coming down right over the 3-point line, hitting 5 out of 6, things like that. Hey, if they keep doing it, they'll beat us. But if they come back to normal, it's another ballgame.
So the Celtics have their work cut out here, especially on defense and matching up at that forward position, and no one knows that better than the two gentlemen who called the action. Let's go down to the floor now. Dick Stockton and Tommy Heinsohn. Dick.
Thank you very much, Brent. You know, in observing the Celtics, they don't seem to have that arrogant attitude that they've always had, even when cornered in previous playoffs. And right now, they have given way to kind of a dejection or maybe even confusion right now. Now, that's not to say a couple of wins won't cure all that, but right now, they don't seem to be the way they normally act when they're behind. Maybe the home court is what they need right now, and they seem to be banking on that. Tommy Heinsohn, is it possible that the home court here in Boston may not mean all that much the way the series has gone?
Dick, I don't think the home court, the parquet floor, is going to make the Celtics' feet any faster. What I think they really need to do is find a way to slow the Lakers down. So far, they haven't found that way.
Well, Tommy, you hit the nail on the head, because there's no question that the fast break of the Lakers has been the story of this series.
Dick, the Lakers' break has been so devastating in the last 2 games. Let's take a look at what makes it go. First of all, it goes by Pat Riley's design. While it may look helter-skelter, it's very organized with everyone knowing what their responsibilities are. Its basis is blinding team speed with James Worthy as the fastest of the fast. The eyes and the passing of Magic Johnson make it the best fast break in basketball. It can result in a pull-up jump shot in the hands of these two who haven't missed many. Often overlooked in this contribution of big players is A.C. Green, who fills the lane as the 4th man up the court. And just think, if none of this works, they still have the unstoppable shot. Kareem Skyhook. What we need to find out today is, has Boston found a way to stop them?
Well, Tommy, you hear the crowd. They're on the Celtics side, but what does KC do to combat all of that?
Casey's been like a monk, preaching patience, and what I think they have to do is really have a better shot selection, move the ball around a little bit more. They didn't cooperate with Casey's plans. They must today to win.
All right, well, who would have ever thought that we would be saying this, Brent, on this game, that maybe the Celtics are trying to steal one at home, of all places? Back to you.
And you know, Dick, it is so unusual. Never before in the Larry Bird era, which began in 1980, have the Celtics been an underdog here in the Boston Garden. Yet out in Las Vegas, the Lakers have been installed as a 4-point favorite. If you go back through the 16 years that the Celtics won championships in the NBA, they won on this floor at a rate of 5-1, or 83%. Yet they come in here this afternoon and they find themselves underdogs at home, and a 4-point number on the road is heavy indeed. So the Celtics have their work cut out. This is the most important game. If they are to climb back at all, they must win number 3.
You play at Boston Garden in June, you can expect sweltering weather. Not so today. It is very comfortable in Boston Garden, and the temperature is not a factor. The starting lineups for the game, they're the Lakers with James Worthy, their leading scorer in the playoffs and in this series, and Pat Riley, who has been all business, Mr. Serious, as coach. Larry Bird, the leading scorer for Boston in the playoffs and in this series after 2 games, and their lineup, and K.C. Jones trying to find the answer. Darryl Garretson and Joe Crawford are the working officials, and Earl Strom is the alternate. He will work Tuesday night in Game 4. That's been the result of the first 2 games. Whopping margins for the Lakers. As we're set to play Boston in white, the Lakers in 4 and blue. And we're going to do it again.
Pat Riley, Dick, wants the Lakers to push the ball even harder here at the Boston Garden and pick their intensity up a notch.
Celtics have it. Danny Ainge. And Dennis Johnson in the backcourt.
Looked like Danny Ainge got the message from Casey Jones about shot selection.
They have 10 on the shot clock. And Bird misses the first shot of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers try to go at Robert Parish. Foul trouble has not been a factor in either one of the first two games. That's been a guy they'd like to get in foul trouble. Worthy puts LA in front.
Worthy is the guy that's really been unstoppable. His speed, no match by any one of the Boston Celtics.
Ainge over Kareem, and Magic Johnson ties it up. Danny Ainge has not had a big game yet in this series, and the Lakers feel they're going to have to pay attention to him sooner or later.
Well, the three ways to stop the fast break, Dick, is hit all your shots so there's no rebounds. Control the offensive board, which Boston has not done. That might make Worthy to come back in on the glass.
Kareem misses.
Or position your offense after you lose possession so there's three guys back.
Dennis Johnson gets his own rebound. Kareem is keeping him honest. Now Magic picks him up. Loose ball. There's McHale. And here are the Lakers with that important first pass into the forecourt now. AC Green posting up against Bird.
Looks like the Lakers are going to try and put the ball at Robert Parish if possible.
And that's exactly their strategy, and Parish commits the personal foul. If the Celtics have Parish in foul trouble, they're in real trouble with Walton, who's not 100%, and Kite backing up.
Well, there's Bird watching AC Green, but on the swing of the ball, Kareem gets the sweet spot in the low post, and Parish just lets him take it strong to the hoop.
Tommy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is most proudest in postseason with his improved free throw shooting. He gained extra weight to try to handle the bigger guys. It affected his free throw shooting, but he comes into the game shooting 85% in the first two, and he says that's the stat he looks at and appreciates the most.
He told me that this was his easiest season ever.
We're tied at 4. Worthy on Bird. Parish sets a screen, and a good one. Kareem with the rebound. Johnson trying to make Magic work.
Celtics got 4 back that time. It was 4-on-4, and Parish got back into the defense to help out.
Hard to stop all of the Laker guns. Cooper off the bench with the three-pointers. Scott got free in the first period. Kareem with the skyhook. Got a lot of ammunition. 2.5 minutes gone by, and a steal by Worthy. Ainge to defend. They crash into our cameraman, Mike Marks, and Worthy and Ainge collide. And Ainge is called for the foul, and Worthy is a little slow getting up.
James Worthy, super defense, comes from behind Bird to make the pickoff, and Bird knows he's not catching Worthy. Here's Danny Ainge really trying to stop the layup, and ends up knocking the feet up from underneath James Worthy. Now, they did not have that same style. You watch Ainge hustling back to try and take away that cram shot.